I want to share how you can be happy every second of the day, which has been my state of being for the last, 3 months, 4 months. I mean, every second of the day, not like a periodic happiness. Like, okay, sure, maybe not literally every second. There definitely still been some times when I've been frustrated, but I'm talking like 99% of the day, man. Like happy, joyful. And the way I got it was by aligning every single part of myself internally and externally. Is that I removed all internal conflict and all internal external conflict. What I mean is basically that I know who I am, and I don't just do what I love, which is a very action-oriented thing. It's very intentional. You have to focus on doing. I just am. I am who I am. Every single second of every single day, I am doing what I want to be doing. Every day, in the background of my mind, there's that background operator in your mind that's always running, that's always looking out at the world and evaluating things and assessing, is this good? Is this right? Am I doing what I want to be doing? Am I doing what I should be doing? Am I becoming who I want to be doing? That is always running in your mind, and it's always running in my mind, and I've always been very sensitive to it. And for every second of the last 3 months, it has always said, yes, 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 yes. I have not met a no in months. Do you know what joy that is? To go through life completely uninterrupted. It's like, when your phone runs out of battery or runs out of storage and you just like, you're hit with this wall, you hit with this, fuck, I have to stop. Imagine life without any of those limits. Imagine just a constant succession forward and onward. No doubt, no denial, no hesitation, no uncertainty, no conflict. There's no conflict. I don't rationalize my job by saying, it pays the bills. I don't look forward to the weekend. I live the exact same day, 7 days a week. I go to bed at 8:30 and I wake up at 5, and I do that every single day, 7 days a week. And I do the exact same thing every day. Read, write, work. I'm working 14 hours a day, and I love it. Why? How can I do that? Because every single second I'm doing something that I want to do. Even the things that are harder or that are difficult or whatever, there's still things that I want to do. I can work 15 hours a day. I can work 100 hours a week constantly because there is no disagreement between what I'm doing and who I am, because I'm just being. I'm not even trying to do what you love. That's like an intermediary compromise on the work that you have. It's like, if you're going to have to pick something you like. But no, even that is wrong. Like the better way of viewing it is that I just am. I am just going to be who I am, and that will necessarily manifest in the work that I do. Again, the whole do what you love is predicated on an idea of the separation between yourself, your life, and your work. That there's your life and then there's your work. But if you can integrate them, they become the same thing. And if you can like both of them, if you can like yourself basically, and you can know yourself first, which is hard, and then accept yourself, and then have the courage and the bravery to be it, which are all steps that I had to go through in order to get to today, to just constant, ceaseless joy. You can know it. Every breath can be joy. Every breath can be joy. You can be happy 24/7. You just have to align everything. You have to integrate everything. You have to stop seeing work as separate. You have to stop viewing it as a compromise. You have to stop tolerating any amount of unhappiness. Why are you not smiling this very second? Why 2 minutes ago, before you were watching this video, were you not ear to ear grinning? When was the last time you whistled? When was the last time you sang? When was the last time you skipped down the sidewalk? Oh, it's cringy. Why do you care what other people think? Why are you not overflowing with so much joy that you can't help but to project it out into the world, into the universe, in sing, in song, in dance, in love, in affection, in hugs, in kisses, in everything? Why have you accepted the low standard that you have? I understand partly why, because you walk down the street and no one else is smiling. When's the last time someone just was smiling at you? When's the last time you just saw people smiling? When's the last time you saw someone else whistle, sing, skip down the street? Never. That's a little messed up. Why is that our standard? Why is this level of unhappiness and lack of just effusive expression, why is that our standard? Why are we so content and standardized around this mediocre level of happiness? It's not even mediocre, it's sub-mediocre. It's actually just bad. Why are you not like this all the time? I didn't used to be. I mean, for 2 years when my company was dying, I went to bed every single day wishing that I didn't wake up. So I know what it's like to not be happy. I mean, when I woke up in the morning, my brain would always download, who am I, where am I, what's going on? And as I would remember, as it would download, it would remind me, oh, I hate my life. I said that everywhere I'm met with yeses right now, everywhere in that life, I was met with no's. Everything was a no. Oh, no, this isn't going well. I'm not becoming who I want to do. I'm not working what I want to work on. This is not going well, yada, yada, yada. All these things. It was just a constant beat down of no's, no's, no's. Versus here it's yes, yes, yes. It's onward and upward, ever higher. That every day, every second is an affirmation. Every second is its own motivation, is its own empowerment, is its own not just alignment, but raising of, yes, more self-esteem, more glory, more happiness, more joy. It's just a flywheel of joy, a flywheel of happiness where each thing builds on itself. I mean, the momentum and the inertia that I have of joy right now, it's a freaking freight train, man. I mean, like, you could shoot me in the chest right now and I'd go, wow, it's a beautiful day. Why is this level of joy not all the time? Your life will conform to the standards you accept. And how you are living your life right now, the feelings that you have had today, and for the past months, years, whatever, is a reflection of the standards that you have accepted. You will always move and conform eventually to what standards you accept. Accept only joy. Reject everything less than complete, total, and constant joy. Again, your KPI in life, your main metric to track in life is what percentage of the day am I a 10 out of 10 joyful? That is the metric that organizes everything else. Money, relationships, friends, health, exercise, diet. What's the point of it all? It all goes to joy. How joyful am I, and for what percentage of the day? And then we eventually want to reprogram ourselves so that we can remove the limits of joy and go beyond joy and even higher and go from a 10 out of 10 to a 100 out of a 100. That's a conversation for another time. But the point is that you can be joyful every second of the day. And I know this because I have been joyful every second of the day, or at least 99% of the seconds of the day. I wake up excited to live, man. I go to bed excited to wake up. Do you know what a gift and what a joy that is? And the point is that it wasn't just some inborn disposition. Of course, I am very friendly, I'm very effusive naturally and dispositionally, of course. But the really empowering point is that it can be architected. You have the agency and the power in your life to put these things together, because that's what I did. Yeah, I took the time to really understand myself, and then the time to really mature and develop and grow and accept myself, and then the courage to actually go and do it. All three of which, again, are absolutely requisite to be able to achieve this state. But they are things that you can do. They are things that you can do. How well do you know yourself? How deeply do you know yourself? When's the last time you took a personality test? When's the last time you just free wrote for 2 hours on the computer on a Saturday afternoon and really understood yourself? When's the last time you did a little King of the Hill exercise where you tried to figure out, okay, if I had, 100 values or 100 things in my life, what are the 5 that would, make it to the top? What are the things that I could get rid of? When have you ever applied the Sean Ellis example to yourself? And what things in your life would you be very disappointed if you could no longer have? When have you ever really tried to isolate those things and then target those things and then align everything in your life to them? Forget the specifics right now. We can talk about that later. But the point is that every breath can be joy, and that and that you should not accept any standard less than that. I mean, come on. Like, dude, you're going to be dead in 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 years. Imagine 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years of just joy. Imagine how amazing that would be. And imagine how much of a better son, father, friend, husband you would be. I mean, I have been such a dick to my parents for so many years because, in part, my life wasn't aligned and I wasn't happy. But I have been a better son, I think. We'll have to ask them. Dad watches these videos, so let me know, Dad. But especially friends, at least I can speak very confidently of. I have made more friends and been a better friend to all these people and have been able to attract even better friends than ever before, because it's a natural outflow of my life. I talked about this in one of my other videos of just, you can't help but be a better person to all these other people, a better husband, friend, father, whatever, when you yourself are just radiantly joyful and just completely happy. It lifts everyone up. Just like I was saying, when there's a yes, 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 instead of hammering you down, it lifts you up. It also then, through the superabundance of your energy and your joy, it then lifts everyone else up. I mean, like, when I go into the gym, people smile to see me coming. And it's not because like, this, that, it's because I'm happy, because I'm completing myself, and they know that what they're getting from me is basically like free money, but money and currency in the exchange of happiness and joy and energy. Is that what they're getting from me is like, it's profitable for them to interact with me, because what they're going to get from at the end of it is laughter, joy, affirmation. They're going to leave that interaction, that conversation better. Why? Not because I set out to be a better person, I set out to motivate them, because I just can't help it. Because it's just an overflowing of who I am. It's like Steve Irwin. God, I just reminded myself of Steve Irwin. Isn't that a great sign? The dude's just overflowing. Crocodiles, mate, they're just great. I want to get as much money as I can, buy conservation land, and save the animals. How could you have a conversation with Steve Irwin and not just be fucking jazzed? The dude's awesome. He's amazing. And why? Because he's just overflowing with joy. He is complete in himself. He is completely, perfectly aligned to who he is and what he's doing. Imagine that for yourself. Again, I'm doing this stuff. I'm doing philosophy stuff. So like, that's my thing. Steve's was crocodiles and nature preservation. I don't know what yours is. It could be art. It could be plumbing. It could be who knows what it is. But what is that thing? What is the thing that hits Steve Irwin levels of joy for you? Because every second can be joy. And think about how much of a better husband and a father he was. And he still lives on through all of us today. It's like, God, like, if you want to help other people, if that is something that you care about, which I care about it, but like, just not as a priority. It's like as a secondary or tertiary goal. But basically, overall, if you want to maximize your impact and your positivity in your life and on the lives of the people around you, you have really a moral obligation to be joyful. You have a moral obligation to be joyful. You have a moral obligation to architect and align your life in a way that every second will be joy, so that you can't help but to live your biggest, most beautiful life and create the most beauty and joy and creation and value in this world, and produce abundantly and in a surplus, and add to society and help it grow and prosper instead of decay and decline. And you can help fight all of the decay and the decline by doing this. You can fight against all of the politics of decay and decline and atrophy and vice by you yourself being joyful and diffusively joyful, and just so profitable and so much of a surplus and excess of joy and vitality and morality that it spills out into the environment and just changes the color of the country and of your community and everything. And you can do it on media, and you can do it for thousands and millions of people. You can change everything. What is the thing in your life that would give you Steve Irwin levels of existence? Not job. It's not about the job. The job is merely the expression of your being. But again, in order to have that expression, in order to live the Steve Irwin job, you have to know yourself first. How well do you know yourself? You probably have a very strong intuition. There's that thing that you've been thinking about, for a while, maybe that you've even kind of experimented with a couple times, when you were younger, but you kind of gave up on it. You have always been who you will always be. You will always be that little kid who wanted to do X, who wanted to do Y. That's still in you. That has never left you. I feel like I am a butterfly emerging from a cocoon and finally am who I have always meant to be. But that old part of me had to die, and it had to be this new form, but I'm still me. I used to want to be a poet on the shores of Ireland. I wanted to be a motivational speaker. Look at me now. I'm doing philosophy and poetic prose and romantic realism, and I'm talking about philosophy on YouTube. If you want to know who you are, look at who you were. You haven't changed. The appearance has changed, the form has changed, the substance has not changed. You are who you always will be. Know him, know her, accept him, accept her. And you can begin to then go on to the next stage of being courageous enough to apply it and to live it. I used to be so afraid to just be this effusive and energetic to other people, because I saw the people that I admired. I saw these great business leaders and these great political leaders, and they were always very reserved. And I understand why, that you have to be in control of yourself emotionally. And I think I can do both simultaneously. I reject this model that I have to be solemn and super calm all the time, that I can't also express joy effusively, and then it can't also, when it's necessary, become very solemn and strategic and in control of my emotions. I know I'm in control of my emotions right now. I'm just letting them go. I'm letting the dogs run. I'm letting the horses run. There's nothing wrong with that. You're still in control of them. You're deciding when to let them run. But the point is, you have to know yourself. You have to then accept yourself. And then you have to be courageous enough to just let them go, to be yourself, to put it out there. Because, dude, you're going to be dead in 50 years. You're going to be dead. Do you realize that? Time is slipping by. This is it, man. This isn't the practice. This isn't the rehearsal. This is the show. You're on stage, man. How you spend today is how you'll spend the rest of your life. I forget what woman said it, but it was a phenomenal quote that's always stuck with me. She said, and of course, how we spend our days is how we spend our lives. And you can extrapolate from that in saying that how you spend this hour is how you will spend the rest of your life. So take this hour as the single unit of evaluation and assess, what percentage of this hour have I been ecstatically joyful? What percentage of this hour am I doing what just I absolutely love, what shoots lightning through my bones? What percentage of the things that I have done in this hour do I say yes to, that I would will for myself every day? If in a Nietzschean way, in eternal recurrence, if I had to live this day, this hour over again, forever, would I be happy? What a question. And don't shirk it. Answer it honestly. And if you take it honestly and you really try to purge every single second out and every minute out that is not what you want it to be, every breath can be joy. Think about how many times you breathe in an hour. I don't know, but every breath can be joy. Oh man, come on. And imagine how much better your life will be. Like, this is the great thing about me telling this to everyone else, is that it will benefit me too. Like, if everyone is living this way, I benefit from it, because then everyone's skipping down the street, everyone's happy, and it raises me up too. It raises me up too. So, God, man, be happy, be joyful, accept nothing less than ecstatic and constant joy in your life. It can be achieved, man. It can be achieved, and I want that for you. And most importantly, you want that for you. Love yourself enough to tolerate nothing less.